Welcome back, everybody. We're here to pull cards for January the 1st. I am going to be pulling one card for overall energy, and then after that, we'll be pulling a card for each sign, and we'll look and see how that plays out together to figure out what the more personalized, generic messages are for each sign. But let's see. Overall energy shows up at, by the way, if you know your sun sign, you can get a little information. If you know if you know your ascendant and the rest of your houses, you can actually get quite a bit of information from a quick read like this. So overall energy, we have the Nine of Wands coming up in reverse. Nine of Wands in reverse talks about the idea of something happening that is surprising or something that we're not prepared for. Sometimes we know it's coming, but we're still not prepared for it. So something happening that we're not prepared for one way or the other, or this could end up showing up in somebody else's life that's in our sphere of influence, and then that happening to them really impacts us. That could be too. We're going to see how it plays out for each sign when we look at the cards that come up for each sign. All right, so that's our overall is the Nine of Wands in reverse. And then for Aries, we have Seven of Pentacles. Oh, this is interesting. What a delightful thing to not be ready for. Aries, you guys have a payday coming in. What does that mean when we're not ready for a payday? Does that mean you haven't figured out how you're going to spend all that money just yet? This could be pretty delightful, actually. Let's look at Taurus. Okay, Taurus, what we have that you're not ready for. Huh. There's something that you've been shooting for, working towards, some type of goal or target you've been trying to reach. It looks to me like you were probably expecting to wrap this up today, but there's something going on that is diverting your attention and keeping you from actually tying together all the loose ends just today. So a little bit of delay going on that, and I don't think you were prepared for that. So that may take a little rescheduling and replanning some things. Next up, we're looking at Gemini. Gemini's Two of Cups coming up in reverse, along with the Nine of Wands and the overall in reverse. So this basically means that you've got a situation that you were really attracted to, either a person or a situation or an activity of some kind, and you're finding that you're not so much attracted to that anymore. You're not drawn to it. You're not fascinated or intrigued by it. In fact, you could kind of take it or leave it, and I think that has really taken you by surprise. Next up, we're looking at Cancers. Ace of Swords. I love it. Cancers, you guys have a new epiphany coming in today. A new understanding of something that doesn't just help you understand one particular situation, although when it comes in, it's usually about a particular situation. But this is energy that applies a lot more widely to your life. So this is going to help put a lot of puzzle pieces kind of together for you. We like it. That's awesome. And this card just says you're not ready for it. You're not expecting that. It comes as a surprise. We like it when we have those kinds of good surprises. Next up, we're looking at Leo. Judgment card coming up here. So, Leo, I think what you're not ready for today is this idea that you have a chance to get back into, or to put your energy back into something that you used to put your energy into, but you haven't for a while. So you've got this opportunity to move forward with something that you were putting your energy in the past. You get to decide, what am I going to do with this? I do think it's going to be something that comes up as a surprise to you. It's not something that you've been trying to make happen. It's really unexpected. Next, we're looking at Virgo. Four of Wands showing up for those of you with Virgo, those of us with Virgo placements, I should say. So, Four of Wands. I don't think, Virgos, you're expecting to be at home so much today, and I think you're going to spend quite a lot of the day actually at home. And I don't think that this is what you expected to be doing. Next up is Libra. with the Three of Swords showing up in reverse. This is a card we like better in reverse than right side up, actually. So Three of Swords in reverse, Libras, tells me that you are getting over some kind of heartache or heartbreak. You're coming to the point where you're starting to see that, wow, the world is not going to stop if you crack a little tiny bit of a smile. So we like this energy, and with the overall, it just tells me you weren't expecting to be in this heart space or this head space this fast. So awesome. Good for you. And next up, we're looking at Scorpio. Scorpio, Six of Swords showing up here. This was yesterday's overall energy, I think, very recently. So Six of Swords showing up here with our overall of the Nine of Wands. Scorpios, we are moving away from something that is filled with drama or chaos to something that is more peaceful, calm, serene, organized, and appealing. And I think that we're really surprised to find ourselves doing this. This is definitely an unplanned action. All right, that was Scorpio. Next up, we're looking at Sagittarius. Okay, so Sagittarius, moon card showing up in reverse for you. Oh, Sagittarius, there's some kind of truth coming out today. You're not even going to be digging for it. Something is just going to come up. Something comes up to the surface when the moon card shows up in reverse. This is probably going to be a situation where you kind of felt like you didn't have all the information, but you were having a really hard time figuring out what information you were missing. And so when this shows up, this information just comes up spontaneously. It's not anything that you're really digging for or anything like that. So I think this is taking you by surprise. I don't think that you were expecting this information to come up. But isn't it wonderful that it did? Because the truth is always what sets us free. We can make better decisions when we know the truth. Next up, let's look at Capricorn. Okay, so Capricorn's Ace of Wands showing up here. You guys have a new and inspiring idea. Now, will you act on it? I don't know. It's just an idea so far. You get to take it to the next level, or you get to let it go because you're too busy with other stuff. That's going to be up to you. But some kind of new, inspiring idea shows up that kind of out of the blue, I think, with that overall energy. It's a surprise when it shows up for you. Aquarius. Five of Wands showing up in reverse. What do we have here, Aquarius? You're getting very focused. Looks to me like you may be feeling like your energy has been really scattered and you're ready to start really focusing in on your priorities. I think it's kind of a surprise to you that you're able to focus in on your priorities today. We like those kinds of surprises. And Pisces. Pisces, Justice card showing up in reverse. What's happening here? Pisces, I do think there's somebody in your sphere of influence who is making some... is that true? Actually, I've got two storylines, so I'm going to tell you both of them. So for some of you, you have somebody in your sphere of influence who is making a decision regarding you that is made in a way where they don't have really all the information, or they have kind of a bias. You know, it's a decision that's being made in a faulty or a corrupt way, one way or the other. Okay? And I think this really surprises you. I don't think that you expected that a decision would come around in a faulty sort of way. Now, for others of you, I feel like you have a decision that you have to make today. This is your decision for others of you, and I think we've got a 50-50 split here. So 50% of you one way, 50% the other. But some of you have a decision about something that's happened and a person that had to do with it, or maybe even a group of persons. And you're having to figure out if the results were intentional or if the people were trying to do something that was actually positive, but things went off track and they didn't know how to fix it. And I think you're having a whole lot of trouble trying to figure that out today. And I think with this card coming in here, I think you're really surprised to be having this much trouble figuring it out. There's something in here, something in the mix of information that you know or that you think you know that is really making this decision much harder than you thought it would be. All right. Great time to get a reading if this is important. Just saying. Thank you guys seriously very much for being here. I do appreciate you guys spending some of your precious time with me every day. Also, of course, looking forward to working with some of you in real life, well, via online or on the phone at least, later on today. And thank you guys for all your kind support. Thank you for sharing this video out with others who could benefit from it, and for putting thumbs ups on it so that it gets served to more people. And of course, put your comments down below. I always love to hear your feedback. Everyone have a fantastic day. Peace out.